Hello, hello, hello. 2 minutes. Come on in, come on in. Wellness Wednesday. Any day, Lord. Hello, hello. Okay, it is 6:30, and so we are live, and we are going to get started. Don't worry about it. Okay, off. We are going to get started. Welcome, welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Walking in Wellness. I am Coach Yvette, and I am here to help you live healthy and to encourage you to age naturally. If you tuned in, or if you happen to have missed, last week we discussed a sedentary lifestyle and combating that, giving you some tips and some habits to instill so that you can kind of work against that sedentary lifestyle that you may be facing if you work in an office or if you have a longer commute. So if you missed that, then you can find that episode in my reels. This week, we are going to be discussing cultivating mindfulness. And so optimal health and wellness through mindfulness. And you may think that when you're working out, thinking of all the different muscles that you need to work out and the best way to become stronger. And I'm here to tell you the one thing that you need to work out the most is not actually a muscle, but it is an organ. It is your mind, your brain. So getting the correct mindset as you get started in your plan to reach any goal, matter of fact, but in your health and wellness, to actually foster a healthy lifestyle that is going to be consistent long term, you need to have the correct mindset. And so we're going to be talking about mindfulness, going through some different steps of what it is, the role that it plays for your health, and then at the end some tips to try and help you really cultivate mindfulness and working toward better health and wellness. Okay, you're ready? Let's get going. The introduction to mindfulness, it's kind of become like a buzzword. People use it a lot, and it's often associated with just stress or the reduction of stress. But I really want to dive into how it affects things beyond that, because outside of just the level of stress, just that mindfulness that we need to actually build the blocks of the foundation for a healthy lifestyle, it is imperative. So the focus, the importance of mindset, it can positively influence all aspects of health and wellness. Understanding mindfulness, I want to read the actual definition that I found for it because it gives a little more insight. Starting off with the definition, at its core, mindfulness is a practice of being present. So being fully engaged in the present moment without judgment or excessive commentary. And I understand that to be when I'm thinking about something or I'm really trying to focus in on it, and the extra commentary. Why am I thinking this? Well, what do I do about that now? letting all of that go and not adding all of the extra thought process, but just staying present in the moment and focusing on exactly what it is, whatever, simplifying it, whatever that goal is, thinking about it presently and getting it taken care of. So it involves bringing attention to your thoughts and your feelings, whatever sensations you're having, and the surrounding environment. But just as it relates to you being focused to reach that goal. Mindfulness and your physical health. Research has shown that mindfulness, it definitely has a profound effect on your physical health, whether it be for the reduction of stress. That can help lower your blood pressure, which can either reverse a disease that you have, or if it's not dealt with properly, create a disease. So alleviating the chronic pain or anything that can help boost your immune system, mindfulness plays a part in all of that. And we know once our immune system is operating optimally, that is at the crux of fighting off any type of disease. So as we approach physical health with mindfulness mindset, it's going to be more likely that we're going to make healthier choices. So as I'm going throughout the day, if I'm truly operating mindfully, being present in each moment, each step of each thing I'm doing, my workout is going to be more effective. I'm going to be more focused and more dialed into that activity. I'm going to be making healthier choices as I am getting dishes, as I'm preparing dishes, or as I'm going out to eat, or whatever I'm going to be putting in my mouth. I'm going to be more mindful about what that is. So how you nourish your body, the movement that you're getting in, how you're staying hydrated, all of these choices that you make throughout the course of the day, when your mindset is set on, I'm being very purposeful and mindful about this journey that I'm on and me reaching the goals that I want to live a healthier lifestyle, you must be in that correct mindset. The role of your mindset, it plays an important role for the context of health and wellness. Just the basic beliefs and perceptions that you will have. And I think a lot of times we don't think, it's kind of like you're on autopilot, and that's where the purposefulness comes in, and you kind of shifting your mindset to being much more driven about. And it's not a temporary thing. It's not, I really need to pay attention to this for the next 30 days or this 2-week, phase. It is something that you have to kind of ingrain yourself to realize, I want to do this long term. I'm creating a lifestyle. I'm building those blocks so that I can have the foundation for a lifestyle. And it doesn't have an end date. It's an ongoing journey. There are ups and downs, ebbs and flows. Some days are really, really successful, and then other days it's like, I didn't quite hit the mark. But it's ongoing. It is a lifestyle that you're creating. And so when your mindset is prepared for each day, I'm going to be making these decisions. Each opportunity is another opportunity for me to ingrain a new habit with consistency. Then that becomes second nature, opposed to some of the bad habits that we may have that are on autopilot. So cultivating that more positive and just having a mindset of, I really want to be resilient in these challenges that are, hi, how you doing there? Dr. C. Moss, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. We are talking about mindfulness in this episode of our podcast on Wellness Wednesday. I am Coach Yvette, also here to encourage you to live healthy and inspire you to age naturally. We were talking about when you're focused and you're really dealing with the mindset of, I want to build the blocks of a sustainable lifestyle of living healthy. Everything that I do is going to have a choice, and it's going to have a decision. I need to make the choice that I want to do this long term. It's not a diet where it is a couple weeks or a couple of months. It is long term, a lifestyle that I'm building so that I can walk out a healthy life. One of the things I always like to say, that health is the goal, because that is what's going to give us longevity, and that is what is going to help us to fulfill our purpose. When we are trying to walk it out and do what we need to do here on this earth, if we are in poor health, or we are so distracted by trying to alleviate or reverse or treat symptoms for a disease that we're dealing with, we're distracted and we are off track for living in our purpose. And so this is a great opportunity to understand the mindfulness of every choice that we make, how it's going to affect our physical health. So another thing I want to bring up is, how do you grow a mindset opposed to versing a fixed mindset? And there is a psychologist, Carol Dweck is her name, and she coined that phrase, growth mindset and fixed mindset. It describes attributes toward learning, personal development, and the growth embraces the challenges that you might face as you are trying to kind of create the new habits and the new way of thinking that is going to propel you to the goal that you're trying to reach. And these beliefs and abilities could be fixed traits where I just think, well, I'm never going to be healthy. Such and such runs in my family. Those type of things, we have to shift our paradigm and no longer think that way, and understand that through our actions, we have the ability to make changes. We have the ability to control this and to take it to a different level. And so applying that growth mindset, when you shift your paradigm, adopting this can be transformative. It can help you, even if you're viewing a setback on a day that is not such a great day, that you felt, hey, I ate something I shouldn't have, I didn't move as much as I should have, I didn't drink as much water, just some of the basic things. When you are dealing with these obstacles, but you have a growth in your mindset, you understand that it's just temporary and that this is longevity that I'm looking for. This is a long-term goal, a lifestyle I'm building. And so I have another opportunity. You know, even if it's just later in the day, it could be the next day. Okay, when I wake up, I'm going to do better. It could just be by dinner, I'll do better. But it's ongoing. It is a lifestyle that you're creating for yourself. And in order to do that, keeping mindfulness at the forefront of your mind for every decision and each choice is definitely going to help you. One of the things that you can do, I have about 4 or 5 practices that I think are going to be really great tips to help you cultivate mindfulness and a growth mindset. The first one is starting with small steps. So when you begin incorporating these mindfulness practices, just make sure you're starting with small things. I like to say, instead of thinking about what I can't do, I start thinking about the new things that I can do. Okay, I don't just think, oh, I can't eat any sugar, or I can't drink pop, or I can't eat a bunch of pastries throughout the course of the day. I just start trying to think about the things that I can do, incorporating those into my day, and then a lot of the things that you feel like you shouldn't do are going to fall by the wayside. Think about the things that you can incorporate and you can add. When you're making your morning smoothie, opposed to it just being fruit, there's some other things you can do to add into that is going to give you that extra boost and could possibly even get rid of some of the I want to say cravings that you may have. And one of those is actually Dr. Sea Moss on here adding sea moss to your smoothies. It is going to have tons of nutrients that you need. I actually add it to mine, as well as anything that is going to give you the nutrients you need, feed your body properly, and prevent toxins from getting in the way to give you any unhealthy cravings, is always going to start your day off to a great start. That gives you the ability to, as I'm making choices throughout the rest of the day, I can make sure I'm making the best choices because I'm getting the best start for the day. Number 2, practice self-compassion. Like I said, this is a long-term, ongoing lifestyle that you're trying to build. And so you need to be kind to yourself. You need to understand that, especially if you're going to face one of those days that you didn't do quite as well. Celebrate the small victories, you know, even if it is, I made it through 3 meals of the day and they were great. They were on point. I had enough vegetables. I got in some fruits, and I cut back on, the extra sugary drinks or coffees that I might have had. Celebrate those things because they're accomplishments and they're working toward the ongoing goal that you have. So self-compassion. Number 3, embrace that it is a learning mindset. if you're doing something that you haven't done before or learning to become someone that you haven't been before, you need to understand there is a learning curve. There are tons of things that I do differently now that I didn't do when I first started out in my wellness journey, as I have learned, as I have gotten better with some things, or some things that I thought were great and found out, oh, that's actually not as beneficial as I thought. And so just it's learning. It's an ongoing journey, as I've said. And so I embrace the fact that it's a learning mindset and that there's going to be some ebbs and flows in that process. And then number 4, surround yourself with support. And I like to think that's where I come in. I am here to encourage you, to assist you in any way that I can. I actually do challenges every now and then, so always feel free to DM me, and you can come on board to one of the challenges that I have where we will offer accountability for you. But surrounding yourself with the correct support and the correct people who have some of the resources and the tools for what you're seeking, and have gotten to that, not the finish line, because we're not ever quite finished, but they're further along in the race. And so you want them to pass you the baton. Always surround yourself with those type of people. One of the things I also want to mention about mindfulness is that it not only plays a part in nutrition, which is very near and dear to me. I feel like so many battles can be won through nutrition as far as health-wise, if I'm trying to be a healthier person. But even with our workouts, with our hydration, with having an understanding about the nutrition you're getting in. When I say nutrition, it's not always just food. It is actually nutrients. A lot of times there are things that we're not getting in our body that are going to actually fuel and give us the nutrients we need so that our body can function properly. So it's not just nutrition as in I ate vegetables, I got in some protein, but nutrients, vitamin rich, nutrients that are going to feed your body. A lot of times we're walking around with a deficit and we don't even realize that. We're thinking, hey, I ate, or I did what I needed to do. But on a cellular level, there are things that are lacking. And making sure that you're being mindful about the nutrients, the nutrition, and for your movement. I am a huge proponent of modified workouts. Everything doesn't have to be, there's so many videos where people are, like they train with Superman or someone. And that's not always going to be the case for a normal day-to-day person. So it's important to understand that even in your workout, mindfulness can play a part, because I would rather you give me 5 really good quality reps than you give me 10 and they're sloppy, they're too fast, you don't have correct form, you really didn't engage that muscle properly, you didn't hold the weight properly. All of those things play a part in how that workout is going to affect your body and how you are going to actually receive results. And so always think about being present, your mindfulness in that moment, making sure that you are paying attention to what you're doing to get the greatest impact. And your mindfulness and your focus is going to help you to reach your goals. In conclusion, just last little bit here, the mindset is the most powerful tool that we have for enhancing our health and wellness journey. And by cultivating mindfulness, adopting that growth mindset is going to help you navigate through any challenges that you will face so that you can get to closer to that finish line on the journey that you have. Throughout the journey, keep in mind that it is step-by-step process. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to have everything figured out right away. It is learning. And as you go along step by step, you get better. You learn more, you do better, you level up, and each time you climb that ladder and get to a different rung, you're going to feel that much more accomplished. You're going to feel that much more confident. You're going to start to feel more comfortable in your skin. And when you feel better, because you will be healthier through taking, these types of steps for your nutrition and your nutrients, you will feel better and you can wear that health. You'll shine from the inside out, and you will definitely have the brightness about you that a lot of times you're feeling it inside, but it may not always show on the outside. So I want you to know that as you are going through each step, I'm here for you. You can always DM me with any questions. I do one-on-one consultations. We were going to be here every Wednesday. I'll pick a topic. If there's something you want to discuss or you want me to share, send me a message and let me know. I'll do some research and try and figure out what I can do to help you out. But I just really want to thank everyone for tuning in to Wellness Wednesday with Walking in Wellness. Coach Yvette signing off. I want you to comment below what are some tips that I may not have gone over, or some mindfulness tips that you practice that are great for you. And until next time, be mindful, prioritize your health, and walk in wellness. Take care. Bye-bye.